everyone, and welcome to today's cake topper video. Today we're going to be making a quarantine cake topper. This is the perfect cake topper for anyone stuck at home and having their party on a Zoom meeting. Let's go on ahead and get started. We'll start by opening up a new project in Cricut Design Space and typing out our wording. I'm going to use two different fonts, so I'm going to use two separate text boxes. In the first box, we'll type out the word quarantine. And we're going to change the font to one of my new favorites, Black Rose. This is a free font on font.com. I'll go ahead and link it down below. From here, we'll make our word larger so it's easier to work with, and we will click Ungroup. Now reposition your letters so they are all touching and slightly overlapping. Then highlight all the letters and change the color to something lighter. You'll also have to reselect Cut to see the cut lines. This is something that I've had to do since the recent Cricut Design Space update. Once you're happy with the letter placement and the look, highlight the whole thing and click Weld. Now we'll move on to the next portion of our cake topper design. I'm going to click on text box and I'm going to type in the and symbol, also known as ampersand. As you can see, the Black Rose font does not offer the ampersand symbol, so I'm going to change the font to Signature. This is a demo font that I also found for free on font.com. This is one of my favorite fonts for numbers and symbols. Now it's time to add the age. Click on the text and add your desired number. I'm going to type in 30 for a 30th birthday. From here, ungroup and reposition your numbers and your ampersand onto the word quarantined. Remember, you can also unlock your text boxes by clicking on the little lock box down in the left-hand corner, so then you can manipulate the width and the height of the letters, the symbols, and the numbers independently. I also like to make sure that my cake topper designs have as many touch points as possible. For example, I want 30, the ampersand, and quarantined to be touching in at least 3 spots. This will help to make sure that my cake topper is nice and sturdy. Change the color to something lighter and click Cut to see the intersection points. Now double check that all of your numbers, symbols, and letters are touching and slightly overlapping. Once ready, highlight the whole thing and click Weld. Now adjust the size of the width to fit your cake. And my rule of thumb is to always select a width that's 2 inches smaller than the whole width of your cake. For example, if you have an 8-inch round, you would select a width of 6 inches for your cake topper. Now that we have our design, the supplies needed to assemble our cake topper are our Cricut mat, hot glue gun, masking tape, a food-grade stick that you can find at either Hobby Lobby or on Amazon, and glitter cardstock. For my cardstock, I'll be using the Recollections brand from Michaels. This is the only cardstock I use for cutting cake toppers. Now when positioning your cardstock onto your mat, keep in mind where your sticker is. I always place my sticker in the bottom right-hand corner to avoid accidentally cutting over it. Use masking tape to secure your cardstock to your mat. And now you are ready to cut. Now on the Set Base Materials page, there are several different settings that would work, but since today I'm using my Cricut Air Explorer, I find that the best setting for this machine is glitter cardstock. Also, a little tip if you're not using a brand new blade is to change the pressure to more. This will ensure that you're getting a nice clean cut. Once your machine is finished cutting, carefully remove the design from your mat and start to figure out the best placement for your stick. I like to find a place on my design where there's a straight line to help disguise my stick. To secure the stick to my design, I'm just going to use a thin line of hot glue. Then I'll attach my stick, give it a few seconds to cool, and now we have the perfect cake topper for anyone celebrating during quarantine. If you have any questions regarding this cake topper design, please leave them down in the comments below. And if you decide you'd rather not create this cake topper from scratch, head on over to my Etsy shop where you'll find this design as an SVG, along with all the other ages for this cake topper. If you decide to purchase, use the code YouTube and receive 50% off. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting!